We are out here in Frankfort, Kentucky, the state capital. Erica and I are meeting with the Supreme Court Chief Justice, so we will tell you more about that here shortly. Hello. Hello. Erica and I are about to go into the state capitol where we're meeting with the Chief Justice of the Kentucky Supreme Court. And we're going to be talking to him about a bus trip project that we are trying to organize related to racial justice. And what we want to do is get a group of attorneys and judges down to Montgomery, Alabama to see the Legacy Museum and the memorial to
victims of lynching.
It's the National Memorial
Yes.
of something. We probably should look that up before we go in for the official name. It's kind of long, but it's a memorial to lynching victims, and the museum basically ties together how slavery and Jim Crow and the civil rights movement to mass incarceration and like sort of how all of that's tied together, how slavery has just evolved, and yeah, so we want to get, oh look, it's a cardinal.
It is a beautiful cardinal.
Well, I hate birds, so I'm not going to say it's beautiful, but yeah, so we're going to hopefully get the Chief Justice on board for this bus trip that we want to do, and we're going to meet with him right now to convince him. Any pointers before we start, Erica? Since I've not really planned for this, I have everything in my head, and Erica's been writing things for days.
Don't use profanity and try to control your militant side. That's all I got.
My militant side, which I don't have because
actually it's mine. It's mine, not yours.
Yes, I'm a peace-loving Muslim, Erica. All right, we will see you all on the other side. Erica and I just met with the Chief Justice, and now I'm sitting in the chapel, and no one's in here, and it's quiet, so hopefully I can not be judged while I make this video. The meeting went really well. He's fully supportive of our project, and hopefully that will give us the ability to then launch it to the next step in making this idea into practical reality. This is the inside of the state capitol. All the way up to oh, yeah. So those are swastikas in the arch there, here at the Kentucky State Capitol. And there's a story as to why they're on there. I just can't remember what it is.
I think it was an artistic
Again. All right, here in Jennifer's office, and she has some very important things to tell us about the Beauty and the Beast.
No, I'm not doing this. No. I'm not vlogging. No.
She's in the vlog now, but well, you have to tell us because the audience is going to be riveted by this.
I do not want to see this online so far.
It has to be online.
No.
I'm daily vlogging for Ramadan.
About Beauty and the Beast.
For my life.
I just find it incredibly cruel that the enchantress cursed an 11-year-old boy to turn him into a beast because he wouldn't accept a rose and let her into the palace on Christmas Day. And where the hell were the servants? Why didn't they answer the door? What 11-year-old prince is answering the door himself? Exactly. Where's his parents? I mean, it's just completely messed up. Completely messed up.
And also, why do all the servants have to pay for his mistakes? An 11-year-old boy's mistakes, including a little boy.
Yeah. Or did Mrs. Potts, who looks very, very old, have a tiny child while she was a teapot? I know. She's either really, really, really old for a mother, or she had a child as a teapot.
I just started the turmeric mask, so it's not dry. It looks extra crazy than it did yesterday, way more crazy than I did yesterday. So I'm actually about to start eating some ice cream here. My mom, well, let me start a little bit further back. My brother-in-law brought ghost peppers to our house, and I don't know why. He brought them all the way from Chicago. And then my mom used them in this dish that she had made, and like we're all eating it, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is like way too spicy, and like we're like doing the type deal, and my dad's like, here, try to put some like rice on it, and then gutty, which is this like Gujarati yogurt dish, and so I'm like putting that stuff because yogurt will usually help tamp down on spice. So I'm like putting that stuff on there, and it's just like so spicy still, and Sana is like freaking out. My dad's just like, oh my god, this is all so spicy. My mom's like, yeah, it's spicy, but she doesn't say anything. And she's like, yeah, I put it in the gutty and the rice too. The ghost peppers are in everything. And we're like, why wouldn't you tell us? Like literally, we were trying to like get rid of the ghost pepper taste by adding stuff that also apparently has ghost pepper in it. And yeah, it was way too much, and my mouth and my throat are still on fire, and I'm about to eat some ice cream, which will hopefully cool it down. And then I'm also going to take like a gallon of Maalox and hopefully not have heartburn all night and all day tomorrow. Yeah. I also want to explain from earlier, I'm going to have a clip of Jennifer and Erica and I talking. Jennifer is the state law librarian. She was telling the stuff about the Beauty and the Beast. So she's a state law librarian. She and I are good friends, and every time I go to the Capitol, I always make a point to go and see her because she's awesome, and she runs the law library there, and it's just a really cool library, and you know, we always enjoy speaking to her, checking out the library, and hearing all the good political gossip. Well, I'm gonna eat my ice cream and go to bed. So, good night, y'all.